gets back home tonight. And the clock just starts right over, and the walls come closing in, and the bathroom dips and then twirls, and your eyes get sunken in so deeply you can't recognize the face you see so easily. No one gets back home tonight.
We live. Still, technically still. We're still live. We never went dead or undead.
Welcome back to Transpotting.
Jess's camera started working again.
It did. I'm back.
Internet?
I'm on a different network. Working on
Jess was trying to do an intro and you totally cut him off. How rude.
I'm sorry. There's a delay.
It's the bit. We just can't have a smooth intro.
We just can't have a smooth intro. We can't have nice things.
What? Were you gonna, how, were you, no.
I'm sorry. Can we start over?
Nope, this is live. There are no restarts. There are no do-overs. This is it. I'm
going to put a completely hilarious, just like jump cut in the middle of your sentence.
No, don't. This is awesome.
To
this
prove
is
that
content.
It's not always live.
This is content.
Welcome back to Transpotting, everyone. This is Jess. I'm here with Riv and Samera.
Hi.
I'm gesturing.
We are chaos goblins today.
On my screen camera. Try to do a little flare. Welcome back.
It's good to be back. Thanks, Jess.
Anytime. Just give me an awkward start, and then I can roll right into that as soon as we mess up.
Oh my gosh.
Roll right into the awkward.
This is how we do it.
This is how we don't it.
Please stand by. We are experiencing Jess functions. Not malfunctions, functions.
Conjunction junction.
What's your function?
I'm old.
Classic.
Oh, you are too.
Holy fuck, screw that. I'm so old. Yo, you are too.
Well, we're both old. Yeah.
So for this second half of the episode, for our live viewers, they don't want to. I'm trying to get them to stay up.
Listeners, just to narrate for you what's happening here, Samera has, out of nowhere, popped up from her fashion newsy cap 2 little ears. Are they cat ears? Are they fox ears? Are they bear ears? No one will ever know.
They're cat ears.
But they're here. God damn it. I said no one would ever know. You made me a liar.
Well, that's what I'm here to do. I'm just here to make myself look good, not you look good.
Yeah, that's okay. I can do it on my own.
I mean, we just went over the fact that this entire podcast is all about me. But yeah, I do have I don't know where it is, though. Sorry, there was a chat that said, Samera, you have a fox winter hat. I do. I just don't know where it is. Remember I did that whole
winter hat
thing?
Box. I just imagine like Samera packing and there being a whole box that just says winter hats, parentheses, A, : category, fox. And there's a whole bunch of fox hats. And they're all winter fox hats in particular.
You're not wrong.
I bet the organization is somewhat similar, but not as gnarly as what I just presented.
And also, I need winter hats because I'm fucking Canadian and it's wintertime.
It's ridiculously cold there. Those temperatures should be illegal. They're just wrong.
Yes, we're going to make...
They should be illegal because they're in the incorrect format.
Wait,
they should
did that
be
sound
in
not
freedom
come through
units.
my mic?
No, they're just too low. Yeah, no, I heard the phone.
Oh, you did hear the phone.
We all heard the phone.
You heard the phone.
Kim Possible.
Oh,
it was Kim Possible not to.
What's the sitch?
What's the sitch?
What's the sitch?
Yeah. Okay, we're all distracted. What the hell just happened?
We're all having
What are we talking
ADHD
about?
moment, and it is fan-fucking-tastic.
All right.
By the way, now that we're in December, shall we talk about the fact that at the end of the month, we're going to have a New Year's Eve episode?
Yes, but first, we ought to finish what we started. Okay?
What are we starting?
We started talking about D&D last episode before Jess's internet took a big fat shit.
Sorry, that conversation happened a week ago.
It did. I don't know, man. You expect me to remember what happened a week ago?
I know.
I can barely remember what happened
half an hour ago.
The last episode.
Wow. It was like it was a whole 21 minutes ago.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a week ago.
Well, I haven't. Okay.
The episodes come out every week.
Okay. I know. So I haven't played D&D.
Podcast explained to me.
But I would be like a dragon or a dragon rider or either a dragon that could morph into person or a person who rides a dragon.
I mean, there's dragon-born characters that are basically like humanoid dragons. And then there's dragon riders as well. So, no, that's cool. I love that. Love that. Hell yeah.
Definitely fly.
Well, listeners and viewers, you waited a whole week.
There you
Now
go.
know.
There's the answer. That's the whole end. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Oh, we learned a lot today on today's episode of Transpotting.
Oh my gosh.
We learned that Jess would be a dragon rider
That's it.
if
Wrap.
given the option. We learned that Samera has boxes and boxes of specifically fox winter hats that are labeled accordingly. And we learned that I'm, as always, adorable. Thank you and have a good night. Don't go anywhere. I'm kidding.
And honestly, before we go anywhere, why aren't you on our live stream? You
It's
miss our
Samera.
intermissions?
I am, you might be saying. Yeah, don't miss the intermissions. They're fucking hilarious.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
You like, we cover 2 weeks. Well, I guess it's a full week, I guess. We cover a full week in a 2-hour online episode. True story.
Wow, that's super interesting.
I know.
That's so cool.
We break the timeline.
We do. Just messing with time travel.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, you wanted to do something before, and I cut you off to finish the thing we were doing last episode.
New Year's.
New Year's. What a guy. Jess. Oh,
Like
what
an
would we do
anchor.
without you?
Boom.
Masculine anger.
Sorry, I'm still flushed from, the intermission, okay? I'm still recuperating. It's like super hot in here. But yes.
Why?
Now that we're in December, you should come watch our lives, because we're going to be on New Year's Eve doing another drinking stream for New Year's Eve, where we're going to get all nice and dolled up and cheers into the new year.
Yeah.
Cheers to the new year.
Cheers the new year. I need to actually try and find like a good bottle of like Prosecco or something.
Shouldn't be too hard.
If I was going to do
Do it.
champagne, I would do Prosecco, but I always get such a headache.
Well, I wouldn't drink the entire bottle, but yeah,
You get those little.
the
You
tiny little
can't
ones.
save it, though. What can you do with? You can't do anything with Prosecco except for drink it or toss it.
No, you can save it.
For
There's
what,
ways to do it.
cooking.
Cooking.
Would you drink Prosecco second day
Yes.
from the fridge?
Yes.
And it would be flat.
Sure. I
I
don't
mean,
waste.
I guess I would
Fair.
too. I don't want to waste it, but it wouldn't be ideal. Wouldn't be my favorite,
Yeah.
but it would get the job
It
done.
would get the
It
job.
would get the job done.
The job being a delicious treat. Anyway, New Year's stream.
New
Yeah.
Year's stream, which this year
New
is
Year's
on
stream.
a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tune in
sorry,
on
New
a
Year's Eve
Wednesday of
stream.
all days.
We've got to figure out our.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And I actually wanted to have this conversation because I have a proposal, although I'm winging the proposal. And I will
Here we go.
admit that
Here we
I
go.
have not checked my calendar, i.e., I have not checked with my wife about this, so I could be totally wrong. But here's my proposal, because we talked about New Year's Eve stream, but we are in 3 time zones.
2 time zones.
You're
Aren't you and Riv in the same PST?
No, I just talk in PST because the headquarters of the place that I work is in PST. So I always think in PST.
Is
So I'm
PST
always
fluent?
like, when I'm always like talking about meeting times and I know Riv is in PST, I'm just like PST.
What
And
time
dial
zone
in.
are you in
I'm on
then?
the East Coast.
Your
Oh,
second language
yeah.
is PST.
oh
Or
shit.
PlayStation time. Brie.
Yeah.
It's always PlayStation time.
Well, technically right now it is PDT, right? Technically right now it's Pacific Daylight Time. Anyway, I was going to
Oh,
say we
yeah.
could, if you
Oh.
really wanted to be official about it, we could, well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the exact time for this, but we could do it we could ring in the New Year with the standard time of the world, the standard time, Greenwich Mean Time, which, I mean, because it's like, from a coding
Isn't that the
perspective,
standard of
right?
the world,
It's
though?
00.
Yeah.
It's like there's no time zone.
UTC, baby.
Yeah, exactly,
UTC.
right? UTC, come on.
Universal time
The
code.
time of the earth.
The time.
The time.
Well, see, the idea I had was to, ring in the new year, maybe with like, time it with the New York ball drop.
Which one? New York?
Yeah, Times Square.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Have to see. It's
What?
late.
Jess's reaction just, oh,
Like,
right.
yeah.
Like, just like, gone.
I could probably stay up for y'all. I would be tipsy. I guess we're gonna be tipsy.
I'm gonna also put Sasha on the spot on the stream. Sasha, thank you for being the sacrificial guest last time, and put you on the stream so you can blush when you were telling us in chat, I'm going all out this year. I'm going to kiss strangers, and I'm proud of you.
That's awesome.
There
Go
we
and kiss those
go.
strangers. Life is
Yeah.
short. Kiss some strangers. Be safe.
Yeah.
Yes. Please be safe.
Yes.
Oh, God, Should I put this joke on? Oh, I shouldn't put that joke up here. That's awful.
What drink? What joke? What am I missing?
Okay.
I'm doing it. Sasha then said
Oh,
Sasha then
guys.
said,
Oh, I said.
so long as they don't wake up, I'll be golden.
Gonna be golden.
Sasha, it's a
Whoa.
funny joke, but it is problematic.
Are you done hiding? Now you're shining. Golden, you know the song? How do you not know
What?
the song Golden?
I feel like I'm failing it.
It's not a Canadian thing.
No, it's not. I don't know a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't know. So many. Most of them.
You know the song from K-pop Demon Hunters?
Okay, vaguely because child. So yes, meaning like it's on in the background. I feel like Golden. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Okay, so golden. I don't know what you're talking about. That's cool. Sounds neat. What were we talking about?
We actually haven't picked a topic yet, but I mean, I can go on I can go heavy into a bunny trail on a topic if we need.
We can do that if we need to.
Or does Jess have a topic?
Well, my topic
Oh?
would also be heavy and probably a bunny trail.
Here we go. Let's do it. He's smirking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I would be kind of remiss not to mention this because it was like just been pretty major the last few weeks. So the week before Thanksgiving, we had DHS and Customs and Border Patrol coming into North Carolina. And they did their tour through. They mostly focused in Charlotte and Raleigh, which is not where I am, very thankfully. But it was that was like quite the experience to go through them being so much closer, and just seeing what happens when that happens and being a lot more involved in like kind of just local communications around things, because all of a sudden they were like all up in the state, and like ICE is active in this state already and ICE is active in those cities already. That's not uncommon, but basically what is happening is really not ICE. I mean, everybody calls it ICE, that's like, because I think it's like it's so much kind of like catchier that like it's a lot easier to just say it that way. But this is really the CBP like tour that is happening that's like coming down with all the political fervor around it and all the publicity that they do around it and all of that. And it's DHS. But it's like, it's different from what the ICE folks who are in the area, who are normally in the area and doing operations. It's like, it's definitely different than that. It's the snatch and grabs. So generally, like ICE doesn't actually generally do the snatch and grabs, and it's like actually Customs and Border Patrol who does it. So, so yeah, that was really, just like super intense to just be anywhere near, and super, super shitty. Like really, really shitty to be anywhere near. And again, I feel like it's, again, emphasizing that it wasn't even right. It wasn't even like right where we were, but we were like, it was close enough that we just felt like they were probably coming. And it was like a whole week of like having a lot of rumors of them being here, having a whole lot of talk locally of them being here, and a whole lot of fear, and a whole lot of, it's really just psychological warfare is like what it really, really was so clear to me, that it is fucking psychological warfare against everybody, really. But I mean, very specifically, obviously it's a very targeted immigrant population that, but it is also everybody. I mean, anybody who gives a shit, which is a lot of people. And of course that's going to feel different to the lot of people who like, they give a shit, but they're not part of that immigrant community. And I'm not trying to conflate those two things. But it is just like, it is just really, really intense. And to like feel it, especially the way that they like kind of came down from Chicago and they like ended up being in Charlotte and that surrounding area for a few days, and then going to Raleigh for a few days, and then kind of going back to Charlotte and then moving out. and now they're down in New Orleans. Like their focus is in New Orleans, and I know there's still a lot of other places, you know, but that's like it feels like they're doing a tour. Like that's what it like feels like, because it's like wherever that specific like crew of people with Vivino are is like the kind of like the pressure cooker tour, and it's like where they're gonna get all that action and trying to do all that instigation that they're doing. And it's just really super intense to be around. It was like I was very I feel like very activating of like all my storm trauma. It's very like I was very flipped into like that mode like right away, like just all the adrenaline. Because again, there kept being reports that they were in town, but it was never actually verified that they were here. And I think it's probably really likely that it was just a lot more of rumor. But yeah, super shitty. And so I just like, as much as I don't want to like focus on that for the episode or anything, I would be remiss as not to mention that. I just feel like as a person living in America right now, and especially as a white citizen, I need to be mentioning how much that fucking sucks and is just completely ridiculous and is just terrible. Like the whole thing was just so shitty, and they didn't even come to this town. But just the fact that they were near was really, really difficult. So yeah. That's my piece on that.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So much. So much. Oh, I would like a little rest from the cruelty. I know the cruelty is the point, but the cruelty fatigue is real, and they're pumping it out as much as they can right now. It's only been just under a year. Oh,
I think that's the scariest part, is the fact that everything that's been going on has not even been a full fucking year.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do think
Yeah.
that there are definitely certain ways in which things are going really not well for the administration. And I think that in certain ways that's just going to have them turn it up, you know, as much as they can in whatever ways that they can, because they're trying to, you know, because they're going to try to maintain the power that they have and get more of it, because that's what they're about. So, but yeah, yeah, it's just super intense. And so that just kind of had me like, just kind of, like, even though I've been watching that as it's gone around the country and been super concerned about it and all of that, and known a lot of people who've been around it already, but like actually experiencing it nearby is really super stressful, and also just had me think, you know, just kind of even again assessing my situation of like, how am I spending my energy? Like, how can I keep myself healthy, like physically and mentally, and like what can I do, and what am I doing, and am I doing the right stuff? Like it just kind of goes back to that whole like piece of like everything. And as I was kind of wrestling with that, like after in the last couple weeks, I came across this other cool thing that I wanted to mention, which is kind of this idea. I won't even get into like, I was listening to a podcast episode that was, one of the hosts was Adrienne Marie Brown, and I follow a lot of her work. But they were interviewing this person who was talking about really just about like how we're in a time of sorrow, and just like owning that in a certain way that isn't like holding that in a way where it's true, but it doesn't have to be depressing all the time. And like they talked about a ton of stuff during the whole episode, and it was really great. And it just was like kind of like one of those things where it was like it was the right thing for me to hear at that time. Kind of like it was like I was kind of set up for it, you know, I felt like, with like just the things that I had experienced, and a lot of it was like what I just talked about. But one of the things that they talked about in it was that like, and one of the things that was described that has really started to like help me kind of change my perspective in the last couple weeks, has been that like I feel like especially like, I don't know if it's like my generation, or if it's like my generation of like Americans, or my generation of white people, or if it's like some combination of that. But it's like the idea that we are supposed to like save the world. Like we're supposed to like save the planet, you know, especially a lot when it has to do with like climate change, you know, it's like save the planet, save the earth. We were like the save the earth generation, you know, save the planet and like, you know, and especially like now when we're in this like super shitty political environment, that it's like we want to save democracy and we want to save America and we want to save, you know, and it's like what if like we can't, like what if like that's not the level at which our influence is realistic anyway,
Right.
and that's actually not our life's purpose. We've been told that that's our life's purpose. That's not our life's purpose. We're not going to save the planet. We're not going to save democracy. What we can do is we can do the little things that we can do. We can like grease the wheels for somebody else, maybe, or grease the wheels for ourselves, or we can like, you know, try to make little things better. And it's like kind of in that way of like, but I think just kind of, and it's not like I feel like I've ever really been like, I'm going to save the world. But like, I do feel like I grew up very much in that idea of like, you know, fucking like Captain Planet and shit, you know? And like, that's why you're recycling, is because we're going to turn climate change around, but then we don't, you know? And like, so it's just kind of, but it kind of goes back to like dealing with that sorrow. So it's like, in a way, it's like the, kind of letting go of trying to fix everything and just focusing on making things better, you know?
I kind of need to hear that on a personal level, I think, too. Stop trying to fix things, make everything better. Just make it nice.
Make it
Just
nice.
make it good. Just make it as good as you can. Enjoy yourself.
See, it's interesting that you go down that route because, like, it's almost a perfect segue into kind of where I wanted to go a little bit. This, you know, with one of my topics is, you know, you talk about listening to a podcast. I listened to a podcast recently as well, from a sports journalist who's called Pablo Torre, and he did a piece. He did a investigative journalism on Leah Thomas and Riley Gaines, and it was very interesting because of how much stuff that came out over the Riley Gaines. And I think it's kind of interesting, even to what you were saying about our generation and stuff, about how we're the ones who are supposed to be changing the world. And I think a lot of the, you know, older people are starting to see that because of the fact is, you know, who are, you know, what is our generation? It's a lot of young people. It's a lot of athletes. It's a lot of, you know, college and university people. And, you know, they're, you know, one of the people that was part of the MAGA movement was, you know, I'm going to drop the name, and I know it's very topical, but Charlie Kirk. What did he do? He went to universities and colleges and got our generation involved. Riley Gaines, who was, for those of you who aren't aware, Riley Gaines is a NCAA swimmer. She was
5th place.
She was good. She wasn't the best, but she went into a swim meet with Leah Thomas, who was a trans female swimmer, and Leah Thomas was once again not the best, but she did she did really well. They went into an NCAA meet and they swam and they tied for 5th. Had Leah Thomas not actually been there, Riley Gaines still would have gotten 5th place. But the thing that this podcast goes into that really made it interesting is, as soon as Riley Gaines, you know, got her trophy, got her tie for 5th, and, you know, kind of went on from there, a lot of the MAGA movement, like Donald Trump and all of the people that he's involved with, basically turned Riley Gaines, not the person in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, but Riley Gaines, into this, oh, she was so hard done by. She had to race against a trans swimmer. She had to share a locker room with a trans swimmer. And it turned into this whole big thing. And it turned into, you know, at one of the, you know, when Trump was signing his executive order to, Title IX, trans people out of sports, he called on Riley Gaines. So all of a sudden she got even more of a spotlight. There is a clothing line that propelled Riley Gaines. That this clothing line actually has gone out further, and is trying to recruit athletes to speak out against trans athletes. They did this in New South Wales. XXXY clothing, Sasha. They were speaking out against they tried to get this rugby team to speak out against trans athletes. But what really came out of this investigative reporting is that the swim coach, before I get into the swim coach, other athletes that were on the swim team talked about what was going on during like the swim meets, like when they were in the locker room. Leah Thomas wasn't walking around with all these other women who were literally walking around nude. Leah Thomas was standing in the corner with a towel around her, trying to be as discreet as possible, just trying to change into her swim stuff. So there was nothing going on there. But the big thing that came out, the biggest thing that actually came out of the whole thing was that they found out that the swim coach was actually doing untoward things to the athletes. And the biggest break in that story is the fact that the MAGA movement would much rather have a coach like that than a trans person in the locker room. And this just goes into that whole thing like you were talking about, how this MAGA movement is, doing so much against, like, to get our generation just to, like, Riley Gaines never really wanted to jump up and do this. If you listen to her first few interviews, she did not want to she didn't want to get into this, but it was the interviews that basically twisted her words into, oh, you should have, this is so hard done by for you. I think we lost Jess again.
We did lose Jess. Yeah, we're gonna see if Jess can rejoin from there, but we've got, I think, a good 10, 15 minutes left.
We have a bit more. We started the second recording at 15 after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we have about
close.
25-ish minutes.
Thanks, Fox Boss.
Gotcha, babe.
Appreciate you. I know we've talked about Riley Gaines on here before, and we've talked about a lot of trans stuff here, trans spotting, but it is pretty insidious, right? It's pretty insidious that they would rather have someone like that who was doing the untoward shenanigans, I'll say.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
To make sure I want to make sure I meet the Twitch terms and conditions, TOC.
Yay,
TOC
Twitch.
is life. TOC is God. Just, I can't fathom. It's unfucking fathomable. Like, really, you not only is untowardness culture completely normalized in many civilized societies, including America, but they really just hate trans folks that much that they'd rather deal with that guy than having a trans. The leaps and bounds that intellect must take to get there.
Yep. Well, I think that was kind of just it, is that, like, even what came out recently, it looks like we have Jess back. We have 2 Jesses in the call.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to fix the other one.
One of the things that just came out recently that I found absolutely crazy is, I don't know if you heard about the fencing scandal. There was a trans fencer, and the female opponent had to go up against this trans female fencer, and instead decided to take a knee, and she got disqualified, and she started trying to fight it. The fun thing that comes out about it is that the week before, this female fencer faced off against 3 men and beat them, because fencing is a sport that is mixed.
Yeah.
So she would rather face male fencers and lose or win, whatever, than face a trans fencer. Are you fucking kidding me?
Just-
That one
I'm
makes me
just-
mad.
So tired. I'm just so tired. It's just tiring.
It is.
It's not surprising anymore. I hate that it's not surprising anymore. It's just tiring. Also, Jess, I'm sorry. I can't get rid of you. You're the second you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you down beneath me if I can. So that way I am sandwiched between two Jesses, whenever I'm on that side.
Well, can we I think we can hide them.
Wait, am I underneath?
I was trying to
Am I
hide it. It wasn't
underneath,
working.
Jess?
Well, now it's just rotating like crazy as we all activate our... I tried to be silly. This is what I get.
You're doing great.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry that there are two of me.
I don't know why.
I thought
I'm trying to
that
hide it.
I was
It's not
a
letting it go
singlet
away.
this whole time.
You thought you were the only singlet on the
And
server
here
the
I'm
entire
coming
time.
out. This is my
Proved
coming out
wrong.
episode, everyone.
Caught red-handed.
Nicely done, Jess. You're breaking the recordings.
My system is so powerful,
Tangibly manifesting.
aka internet connection.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
You
I
you
see
can't
this
even
in the
remove
chat.
them from the call.
About the fencer.
But the fencer.
Regarding the fencer, didn't it come out that she was offered money to forfeit? social.
I haven't heard that, and I didn't hear anything from Pablo Torre, so I would be remiss to believe that, because I mean Pablo Torre is the one of the best sports investigative journalists. So I didn't hear anything about that, and I'm not going to. And I don't think that happened. Because I think if that were a thing, that would make it a much, much bigger thing, which they would. Yeah, so she was offered $5,000 afterwards as more of a, oh, poor you sort of thing. They tried to Riley Gaines her. They didn't, it wasn't one of those things that she was doing it beforehand. It was they were trying to Riley Gaines her. I don't think so, Sasha, and I don't want to premeditate that, because, I mean, that goes down into a conspiracy hole I don't like going down.
Bunny trails, never conspiracy holes. I mean, they're fun, just for the sake of trying to understand how someone else's brain works to make these conspiracies. But
I mean, we already live on a flat Earth. We don't need to.
Okay, pack it up. All right. Where's the stop button?
Wrap it up,
over
kids.
here? Just gonna cut the feed for
Okay.
really quick.
Before we get into this, if we did live in a flat Earth, what's your favorite version of the flat Earth? What's your favorite version of it?
What are
There's
you talking
multiple
about?
theories about it. You don't know this? New Bunny Trail.
Because the second I hear flat Earth, I go, "That's stupid," and I move on.
I don't know that.
Sorry.
Okay. So one of the flat Earth theories is that, it's basically just a disc, and, there's a nice wall around us, and that, we live on a flat Earth sort of thing, and that's it. Another theory is that, we're on, what is it? We're on the back of turtles on an elephant on balancing on something or something like that. I don't remember.
Sounds like an acid trip.
Yeah. And then there's the flat Earth theory that, it's a bigger, I love this one because it's a flat Earth theory, but we're on a bigger world and there's little pools of Earths. So basically you can go over the ice wall, so to speak, over that to another little pool of an Earth.
That is just going fucking bananas. Hold on here.
I know, isn't it great?
I need to point out a couple of things here. All right. Sasha says, Queen, this is what play-by-play. Queen was onto something. Oh no, hold on. It's rolled back up. Fat bottom girls make the world go round.
That's right.
And Sweaty man bag says. Sweaty man bag says.
Sweaty man bag.
I'd like to change my answer to the fat bottom girls answer, please. Oh my god.
So yeah, I love flat Earth theories because I love them trying to explain how these theories come about. Because yes, it does sound like they're on an acid trip.
So do I have a favorite flat Earth?
Yeah.
How about we'll change this? We'll change this. What's your favorite conspiracy theory? Oh, I think we lost Jess again.
Oh my god. Well, it's still recording him, so if you can hop back in the stream, get his internet working, it'll come back. If he stops recording, we'll have to add him a third time. This episode is called now the Jess Takeover.
Just take over.
Or colon Jesselgangers.
We have Jess back.
This has been the episode of me like just
Yeah.
dipping in and out. Look, okay, so for my system coming out episode, it seems like there are just got a lot happening over here. Yeah, Jess is all the way. I'm just yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say at least. Oh no, I feel like we've done a lot of episodes without me having internet issues. So
Yeah, this has been the first.
Sasha's killing it today.
waiting up for.
Multiple Jess theories, my favorite conspiracy.
There we go. That's right.
No, before you disconnected, I was asking Riv, what your favorite conspiracy theory is.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm going to go with what's my favorite kind of flat earth. And with that original question, since you gave us options, and I'm going to go with the turtles one, please and thank you.
Okay.
Because I like turtles.
You want to just live on the back of a turtle?
Who wouldn't?
I mean, fair.
Seems pretty
Get a
great.
little scratches, get a little toothbrush, brush the outside of the shell, make it go.
I mean, didn't you watch Finding Nemo? It's like basically where they like get everything is better because they find the fucking turtles.
No, but I did watch Avatar, and they have the giant lion turtles.
That
Also
too.
that.
See,
And when I talk about Avatar, I talk about the good Avatar, not the blue people playing Pocahontas.
Okay.
she came through that fucking glass wall of people enjoying things like the Kool-Aid man to say, oh no Avatar for you. I'll slap it out of your hands.
Let's fuck James Cameron up in this piece.
Well, Avatar is basically Pocahontas. Like,
James Cameron, please sponsor us. That is all.
no, please don't.
Think of the funding. Think of the effects.
Nickelodeon,
the
though.
Lost-
We're down for that.
No.
Yeah, there we go. Nickelodeon.
Yes. Avatar, though, the one of which you speak, the animated, of course, version.
Of course.
It's really great. I watched that for the first time many years ago, but it was like a winter binge, and it was a really great winter binge because it was a great, it was like one of those like snowy cold times where you're going to watch several episodes. You're going to sit down and watch several episodes, and really chunk it out. And it's a good enough story that it's nice to watch and like do stretches of
It's
chunks.
such a perfect story. Like, it's start to finish, like the growth, the characters. Me and a friend have a saying that goes, fuck book 2 because book 2 sucks. And if you know, you know. Like, that show is perfection. I think it's still the highest rated anime show out. And I'm going to go double check that.
It's a really good one.
Checking.
Please hold.
Typing. Please hold.
Your call is important
What
to
is
us.
this?
Your call is important to us.
No, I don't want the James Cameron version. Fuck. Yeah. Avatar The Last Airbender on Rotten Tomatoes. On Rotten Tomatoes has 100% score.
I mean, it was a good show.
It was a great show,
I
but I
agree.
mean, like, how many shows can boast on Rotten Tomatoes to have 100% score? IMDb rates it 9.3. And IMDb, fix your rating.
IMDb, fix your app. I don't want to subscribe to anything. I just want to find out what movie I'm watching, who stars in it, and what they do, and then leave. Stop asking me to sign up for anything. I'm not logging into your app. No one is.
Right?
All right, that's off my chest. I can sleep peacefully tonight.
Speaking of data collection and monetization,
Please give us all your information, your credit card number, your data, your everything. We'll spend it wisely.
Please
Promise.
hold. Data
Totally.
collection in progress. Please hold. Data collection in progress. Please.
We totally went like, wait, please mansplain it for Jess. You're being asked to mansplain it for us.
what would I like
No.
to? What would you like to have mansplained? I'm happy to do it.
I
saw a flowchart recently about mansplaining
oh,
that I really enjoyed.
please
I thought it was
mansplain us
really
this
great.
mansplain chart, please.
Yeah. Well, at the top it said, okay, so it was. I'll give you a little bit of context. Okay, the flowchart was created by a woman.
So it's
had
wrong
a lot of-
automatically?
Oh,
Is that-
why's it got to be a flow chart then?
Okay. I can hang on a second. Okay. So, ladies, I'm providing context. These are not my words. So, a woman was asked to, well, she was asked by several of her male coworkers whether they were mansplaining or not, and so she made them a flowchart so that they could understand if they were mansplaining or not. Okay, so it's like a flowchart of like, are you mansplaining, like specifically to a woman, right? So the first question is, did she ask you to explain this? Okay, so if the answer is yes, then it goes to no, you are not mansplaining because she asked you to explain this. So that's like how it starts, which I thought was really great. And then it goes into like basically the rest is like probably yes, but
I think I've seen this one actually.
yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. There were like a couple of options where it was like where you go with the flowchart where it was like, you know, obviously some of them went to yes, it's mansplaining, but then some of them went to like just stop talking.
Yeah.
Like just stop talking, you know. Especially if it was like is she an expert in the field? And it's like, yes, she knows a lot more than me, and it's like just stop talking.
Yeah.
Great.
Just shut the fuck up.
What I got?
What a journey
No,
you've taken
I've
on
seen
today.
that and I had a good laugh out of it because it is so on the nose.
It is. It is on the nose. You know what I saw today that was like just strange, and
Pardon me?
it's not surprising. I've seen this before, and I just don't understand what the fuck is wrong with people. But like it was these people who were like, it was the gender reveal thing, and people get so upset. Like the parents get so upset, and I just do not like. I just don't like. I'm just like, are you? I don't. I feel like I can't relate to. Like it's like really hard for me to have any kind of to feel like I could have understanding around somebody who would get so upset about something like that. And I know that like it's like that's just so it's so weird that it's like I don't mean somebody who's like, you know, there are people who like they've already got a family of like all boys, you know, and like here they are having another baby and they've got 3 boys and then they're going to have another boy and, you know, but it's like I mean it's just all so stupid and ridiculous, but especially when people get like really, really, really like upset and they're like angry or they're crying and it's like, yo, like you just created a human. You haven't even like they don't even breathe. They're not even a baby yet. Like you're not like just calm the fuck down and like
They haven't even gotten their driver's license yet.
yeah, you like
Come on.
they you know like you have like there's just so much
Wait until
else
they're
that-
teenagers to get mad at them.
I don't know. I just don't understand how people get so wrapped up in their plan for somebody else's life and like
Yeah.
and also just I mean you know I get part of it. It's like I mean everybody does this and I know it's like just human nature to have a lot of you know future like have a lot of conceptual thought happening in the future, right? But it's like you're going so far, you know what I mean? Like this, especially at that stage that you can like tell with gestate, like it's like so early in pregnancy now. And it's, I mean, part of that, I just like get like, I'm a little more like slightly old fashioned in that way of like before, you know, before my kid was born, it was like we didn't really it was like you didn't really like you don't talk about it that much when it's really early because it's like you never know what's gonna happen and you just really don't wanna and I feel like part of that is also like a queer thing, you know, and it's like we can't just like we're not just gonna whoopsie, you know, like this is a very deliberative process. And so like you know, it's I don't know, it's just like the whole fucking approach to that whole beginning of life is so different than my experience. And anyway, I saw this whole reel where it was just like parent after parent being really upset at whatever gender their child was. And I was just like, man, you're like, I just do not know how to relate to life like this.
Well, it's like if you're going to be disappointed about what you're going to have as a child, why are you having a child? It's a 50-50 what you're going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, there's intersex there too. So
Okay,
there's
so
some nuance. I gotta jump in and say that. Some
okay, there's the
intersex with some
49-49.
non-binariness.
It's 49-49 too.
Okay, but I mean, yeah,
I know
and then
I know
but
what
then
you're
it's
saying though.
and that's one thing. I mean, yeah, the test can be fucking wrong, or not account for an intersex child, right? But
Yep.
it's
Or a
also
trans
like,
child.
yeah, or a trans child, or a gender nonconforming child, or a child who just doesn't want like those fucking gendered expectations shoved down their goddamn throat. Even if they are like eventually gonna be like cis or whatever, or trans or whatever, like binary. Who gives a fuck? Like it's like just I think that it's just so like it's just so terribly limiting.
Well,
Um
these just as a side, like I mean, these are also the type of parents that like if they find out that their child is queer anywhere on the queer spectrum, they stop supporting them. It's like this idea that, you know, if you weren't prepared for anything that your child might go through, like why are you having children? Like seriously, honestly, and truly. If you're afraid that your child might be gay, you shouldn't have a child. If you're afraid that your child might be trans, you shouldn't have a child. Like because like and this goes there's a huge list to this. This isn't just like queer. There is like if you're not if you're worried that your child might become X, Y, and Z. Like
yeah, it's like, hey, like if you know, like what if your child is neurodivergent? What if your child has like
autistic.
other special needs? Or like, what if your kid is just like really into fucking like Legos and they won't ever have any other toy that they ever give a shit about? Or like, you know, what if they try to like lick the floor in every restaurant you go into? I don't know. It's like kids are so fucking weird, and it's like I just feel like we put
Or your
just
child
the
doesn't
level of
conform to
expectation that
religion.
people put, yeah, on kids, and just like who are not even who are just not even here is just
Once again, we're in a consumer-driven society, or say
yep,
corporate-driven society, feasting upon consumers for shit like trying to identify anything about your child really, really early, and then not only knowing about it, and then also like DNA testing and genome testing, all that shit, but also then monetizing it by way of being like, well, you should throw a party and talk about your kid's genitals and what you think they're going to
right,
be.
right,
And it really,
and it
I
should
think
be
it
at
took
least like
tradition and
$1,000.
like plumped it up to like the extreme. Yeah. And like, I get the shitty old ways of like wanting to know why, like what gender it's going to be based on, like the social roles and gender conforming roles that they're going to play in society, but that's not necessary. And we should just fucking grow past it already. We should grow past it already. Why are we doing this?
So
Yeah.
one cool thing that I will say from, you know, children that has come out recently, because this study, it ended just recently because it was a 5-year study on children doing puberty blockers and being transgender children who wanted to be on puberty blockers and who were, you know, doing all of the hormones and things like that. They said after 5 years of these teenagers being on puberty blockers and hormones and everything else and coming out as trans, 95% of them continued it after 5 years into their adult life. So you say, like, well, these children don't know what they want. They're going to go back on it. You know, no. After 5 years, 95%. Like, what a staggering number.
Staggering. And on that note, should we wrap up the show?
Let's wrap it up the same way we do every time.
Chaotically and by winging it.
No. Reverend Jess, what do you have planned for self-care this afternoon? Or evening? Or this week?
You're not my therapist. Get out of my head.
Get out
Holy
of mine.
shit.
I'm not on your
Combative.
couch. Oh wait, I am on a couch. Shit, I'm on my
You
couch.
are on a couch. I might move my
Um,
my love seat over soon in my area. I'm also I'm gonna be putting up some LEDs around here soon. I was gonna do it today, but I just kind of didn't. So it's gonna get revamped soon, a little bit.
Okay,
So I'll soon be joining you, Jess, in the Sofa Club podcast.
Stop the
Sofa
bunny
Club.
trails. We're trying to end the episode, but we need to get through. Shut up.
Ouch, Jess.
We need to get through this, self-care question. We do. This is our tradition now.
I'm gonna relax just a little bit. I'm gonna catch up on a little bit of news as it's Sunday night, part of the deal, and then I'm gonna fucking sleep. I'm gonna go to bed. Not too far away. Have a little bit of wind down, then I'm gonna snooze. How about you, Samera?
I'm going to look at that notification. Self-care tonight. I'm probably going to try to disconnect and read a book. I think that's going to be my big self-care thing tonight. I really, really, really want to try to be more conscientious of my ability to disconnect, because even when you were talking about, how tied we are to our phones, and it is so very true that, like, this is so connected. And I mean, even this in front of me, my computer setup, is where I spend a lot of the time. So I'm trying to really disconnect from that. Other than, like, long term, I actually just bought a pair of skates, which was really cool, because skate sizing actually goes down. So, like, even though I wear size 11, 12-ish shoes, depending on the brand, pair, how they feel, I'm like size 9 or 10 skates. So it's like, it's really affirming. I like it. I'm all for it. But my goal is to try and get back into skating and to spend this winter to try and build up my skills to get back to playing hockey.
Nice. So when you say skating, do you mean roller skating or ice skating?
Ice skating. I'm Canadian.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, like, I thought you, like, maybe you're just gonna leave your house and just, guess is there just so much ice in Canada that you can just skate from your front door? Is that how you Canadians do it, huh? You just lace up
dog
right
sleds.
at the door?
Call it the old Canadian commute.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the pub, eh? Eh? You want to?
Don't
You
make me
need
sick my
anything?
pet beaver on you,
No,
eh?
You
You
don't need
hoser?
anything? Sorry. Why'd you ask so much? Sorry. All right, you just strap it up and right out the door, right?
Hey, American, just go sit and drink your piss water, eh?
Yeah, we got it from the Europeans.
Yeah, well, your beer sucks.
I don't have too much of an argument. Not the domestic shit. The crap shit's good. Domestic shit's terrible.
I love how, like, he just, like, it looks defeated about it. Like, he knows it's true.
I don't like much beer, so I think all of it's piss water.
Riv, what's your self-care tonight, this week?
My self-care tonight is marijuana. Yeah. And probably watching some more Vox Machina, Legends of Vox Machina, and then maybe even The Mighty Nine, because it came out recently. I haven't watched
I will
it
say,
yet.
I'm enjoying Mighty Nine more than Vox Machina.
Are you really? Okay. I'm excited. Yeah, it's going to be great. And then I will go to work tomorrow, and then I will work too hard again, because that's what happens right now when I'm short-staffed and a manager.
That's fair.
Is it, though? I just want to do this.
I didn't
So be
say
nice.
it was great. I said that's fair. I mean,
Yeah. Not if you see my paycheck. That's not fair.
No, that part isn't fair. Yay, salary.
Yay.
Where they take advantage of us.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out, everybody, both to the stream, to the podcast, to the YouTubes, to wherever you are ingesting our media.
Wow.
Consume, ingest, digest, excrete, repeat.
No, don't excrete it. Please don't excrete it. No.
Oh.
No.
Oh. God.
No.
I felt like a little dirty, and then you said that, and now I feel worse.
Please don't excrete it. Oh,
God, I need a shower.
Rim.
Look, I can't. I got nowhere to put the weird in my day job, so it's all gotta go here, okay?
On that note, thank you for coming out, everybody. We are ending now. You have a lovely day.
No. I get the last word. This is my show.
No, you
Okay.
don't anymore. Not after that.
This is Riv signing off, reminding you all to take some self-care time and ignore the last weird thing I said.
Play the music.
I gotta find it first. All right. Bye.
No one gets back home tonight, and it's all the German angles, expressionist and love.